Oh, what is up, folks? Welcome to Painting with the D. I am Big Zach D, and tonight we're going to continue on with our character series, I guess, for the Blood Angels. We're going to be starting a Sanguinary priest that's been Primarisized. It's a 3D printed model. Might as well show you guys. See if we can get this thing to see it. There we go. Somewhat. You'll see it better on the overhead. But it's a cool one. So he's up to scale with the rest of the army. So that's a good thing too that I like. I say we just get right into this and start painting it. Let's paint some white. So let's go to the overhead. All right. And I don't know why we're not focusing. Isn't that something? There we go. Alright, so we're gonna do kind of a creamy white, not like this like bright cold white. I like doing my Blood Angels in like a creamy white. So we're gonna start with a bone white. I've already got it loaded into the airbrush, and this is kind of gonna be like all over. It's getting things started here. And we're gonna kind of go over a little bit of everything with this. So it's going to be okay to do his robes in white, because later on we're going to kind of do the same thing we did with our Justiciar. Things cooking here at this plate. White can be a tricky color. It's highly pigmented, so it can clog your airbrush pretty good. Which might want to turn on my compressor. So you want to constantly be keeping the tip clean when you're painting white. We're gonna have to do, like a few passes probably with this. Just using some air. starting to let these layers build up a little bit here. We'll let that sit for a second. Clean the airbrush out. We're going to move on to our ivory color. So this ivory's right Pro Acryl. They got really nice ivory. Couple little dabs of that in there. A bit of flow improver. And some water. Just blowing air on it right now. Just trying to get it to dry out a little bit more. So I'm gonna lower my air pressure a little bit. Bloody trigger's still sticking on this thing, guys. I'm gonna have to take this thing apart and do a deep clean on it. Bolts up. We're doing some white right now. We're painting a Sanguinary priest for my blood angels. Which is like a fancy apothecary that carries a chalice full of blood. So white it is for today. We're spraying white everywhere because we're gonna get set up using the white to set up for the robes that are gonna be done in red, which I'm probably gonna just do in contrast like we did with our Judiciaire. Definitely not gold. So we'll let this kind of set up for a little bit. Then do another pass. Just kind of building these layers up. You want to be real easy with these white layers. So, Kevtor, there's supposed to be a small amount of the blood of Sanguinius inside the chalice. Like, we're talking fractional. And I don't even know if they actually, like, have that on the battlefield with them. I know that every single Blood Angel neophyte has to drink from the chalice from a Sanguinary priest during kind of like induction ceremonies. And it kind of gives them some of their bloodlust. So some of them can handle it and some of them can't. We're gonna do one more pass with this ivory, and then we're gonna move into a bright ivory. So we're gonna dump the pot. I'm gonna clean out the airbrush a little bit here. Ready to go again. Let's make sure that our tip is nice and clean. So, bolts up. It's mostly red wine. There is a little tiny bit in there though. Oh. As you can probably guess, there's not much of Sanguinius' blood left. Some water here. Mix this up. It could be. Okay. I'm starting to get a little bit more selective with what I'm doing with this now. Building this up. No. Bolts up. I don't think that they have Sanguinius strung up like that. I don't know. They might have him in stasis. I'm not sure on that one though. Body was gone away by the Blood Angels and the home of away. He was buried deep in the vast tomb beneath the Blood Angels' main chapel. Yeah, Archangelica, I would imagine. Thanks, Kevtar, for that one. Okay, so we're going to dump this a little bit. So we're going to keep just a little bit of that bright ivory in the pot, and we're going to add a little bit of white to that to brighten it up a little bit more. No, ball wasn't destroyed. Well, they made it through. So, the only one that got destroyed was Cadia. Okay, so let's get... We just want to kind of get some of these peaks going with this. Our brightest points. And I'm coming off the thing. Alright. Now, I'm going to clean this off again for now. Yep, Carbandar actually came into the picture of the devastation of Baal Kevtor, and he's the one that actually killed all the Tyranids on the Baal moon. And there's a giant pile of Tyranid bones that he stacked up. So he didn't want anybody to destroy the Blood Angels except for him. Nobody was going to like deny him the honor of doing that. So he stepped in. The rest of the Tyranids got finished off by Gilliman and all of his Primaris Marines. So they really did think that they were, you know, they were done for at that point. So, but they pulled through. Gotta kind of let this dry up a little bit now. So she's very wet. I use a lot of water, a lot of moisture. So we're just gonna try and dry it off a little bit here. Especially on these robes, because we're going to start working these robes next. Okay, so we're going to start this now. I cannot even find the color I'm looking for. Here we go. Yeah, you have bolts up, haven't you? I think he's pretty good on the table right now in this edition, but I don't know if people are playing him because of the points. I think it's still better to take Calgar. Okay, let's start painting our robes. The points seem a little wonky for some units. Some seem overpointed and others seem too good for how little they cost. From what I've seen. They're really, you know, they're trying to balance things out, and some units it's weird. Like in Space Marines, like I don't even understand some of the things, the changes they made. Like the sniper guys went up in points. I don't understand it. I don't know why. So we'll get a layer of this contrast red down. And we're doing this right over this white that we laid down to help with the contrast effect. We try and keep our contrast colors nice and smooth. Being hard to hear. Start speaking up a little bit more then. Yeah, pretty much. It's like a chill section. shut that off. Underneath his armpit. Okay. So now we need. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, there we go. We're gonna switch over to some Flesh Terror Red. Run this in the deeper parts of the seams of our reds here. Kind of work these two together. This is something you want to do while the contrast paint is still wet. You can get in here like this and then kind of pull up and blend in with your other red. We're just looking to do inside of the shadow areas here. Underneath with this, the darker the Flesh Terror is red, the best that we can here. This is tricky for sure up in here. This seam here. Turn the brush off a little bit. We're going to go back to the Blood Angels red. Coming hot there. I'm digging it. Oh, Kevtor, how's work going? I'm gonna switch up brushes a little bit here. I believe that this shoulder pad gets the red. Also, James, you're not gonna get me triggered with your Resident Evil bullshit. Sorry. So, can we get a big boo in the chat for James? We could do that on this stream, sure. No. Alright, good there. Get in here. With our smaller brush. That's a good one. That's a good one, Bolts Up. No, you can't, can you? We're gonna get some other colors up in here. There will be some gold, unfortunately. So it's Blood Angels, there's gold. Space Marines, gold. Can't help it. No. I think the primary part of the reds are good. So, folks that watched the early news in the compound, on the 25th of May is Trilaterum and some other game. What's DISM, James? So, Trilaterum's pretty cool, guys. We're going to actually be painting up some Trilaterum models pretty soon on this channel. So it is a kind of like war skirmish game too, kind of like Warhammer. I'm missing some spots here. I'm slacking. Stevie Squid, what's going on? You guys like the chill music? Oh. I told you guys I'd have some music on here. Thank you, Bolts Up. Yeah, I knew it needed something. So, because sometimes like I get in the zone and then I forget to talk. Now I think we got the most of the red done. We'll go back through it once it's dry, because we're gonna have to highlight some stuff anyway. trial position. Everybody gets a Timberwolf, Mad Cat, and Face. What are you guys even talking about? Is this like BattleTech stuff? Right, that's what they call it, right? Yeah, BattleTech. No, we're gonna have to paint some BattleTech on the stream too. I know Kevtar would like that. Alright, let's get these reds going. Let them try a little bit here. Oh, let me guess, it's on a Saturday, right? Everything's on a Saturday. I gotta get Saturday off. So I'm mixing up a little bit of Black Templar and the cold black from Pro Crow. And we're just gonna start blocking in some other colors. His sword's gonna be black. What paint line am I using tonight? I'm using all kinds of different paint lines. I'm not like a, you know, just one line of paint kind of guy. I use what works. But I'm mostly using Pro Acryl nowadays. And some of the GW stuff, mainly contrast paints. There's some classic colors in the GW line that I really still like, so I use those. I still use some Vallejo paints. So I've been meaning to try I wanted to try the Too Thin Coats range, because from what I hear, it sounds a lot like it feels a lot like using GW paints, except for you get them in drop-in bottles, which is way better. Oh, Kevtar, you don't even want to know how much paint I have. Like, there's just so much paint. I keep everything on racks on the wall. So, I think the racks that I have will hold, I don't know, maybe 250 bottles? Something like that. And the racks are pretty full. Like, I might have to get more. I'm wondering if I should do his little doohickey hair too, for sucking the gene seed out of people in black. I think I might try it. But it's like, where do you start and where do you begin? Yeah, that's not bad. So they're gonna gear the colors on that paint set just for, like, for the mercenaries in BattleTech? I don't even know what color the mercenaries are. Do they even have a color, like, set color thing like the other clans? Yeah, the Sanguinary Priest definitely has a chainsaw, guys. So, and then he's got his little, I'm going to cut into a space marine and pull his progeny gland out, kind of set up over here. The chainsaw will be more prevalent once I get the teeth I'm gonna do in silver. They'll show through a little bit more. Okay. That done. So, yep, he's got his little drill ripper thing, and there's all kinds of stuff. So, I need to do it, guys. We got to do some metallics. It's in there, so we're gonna have to do it. Might as well start blocking them in. And we're gonna start with gold. We'll start from the bottom and work our way up. So here's his little chalice. And this guy, it's hanging off his little belt thing. He's not holding it like the GW version. Oh, did it? Oh, this camera froze. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix it. How's that, better? I don't know what happened there. I think she's working now, yeah? There we go. Now we're back at it. I don't know what happened there, guys. That's a new one that I gotta look into. It's not. I don't know if it's that big. The beard, anyway. Okay, so what else do we want to be gold? I'll make this skull here gold. So, I would imagine Sanguinary Priest probably got a lot of gold. They're supposed to be pouring, right? I think they actually went up in price too. They're really good with assault intercessors. With the jump pack assault intercessors. Okay, what else do we want? I'm gonna say his belt buckle. What's a sanguinary priest? A sanguinary priest is an apothecary, which you don't know what an apothecary is either, but they're kind of like a battle medic. They also perform certain other duties for the Blood Angels. That's why they're sanguinary priest. We were talking about it before a little bit, Alicia, that they kind of perform some ceremonies for new recruits. But their battlefield role is kind of like a medic. But it's the 40k universe and everything kills everything else too. No, an apothecary is more than just a store. That's pretty good though. I like that. So in 40k, an apothecary is a battle medic. Get his little chest wing thing. Let's get another chalice there too. There's chalices all over this guy. Wow. I think I said this before, but this is a 3D sculpt. I really can't remember who made this. So, got another chalice. We're also going to start here like this. Get the blood drop, the outside of the blood drop where the little ring is. We're going to do the whole thing like this. And I don't think I'm going to do his whole sword pose. I don't know. We'll start with this little wrist card thing. I turn the music down a touch. Why? Is it too loud? I don't know. I don't got headphones on, so I can't hear it. But for me to turn the music down, I gotta go over to my computer. Give me 1 second. Guys always making me do things I don't want to do. Is that a little better? It's louder than my mumbling. I'm not mumbling. Am I? Maybe I am. Sorry, I mumble when I talk. I'm just not cut out for this. Talking on camera life. Alright, this is like the... It's like the 15th chalice I think I gotta fill in here. let's get this here. We're gonna do some of the other parts of this in silver, I think. What? If you can't hear me, I don't know what else to do. I'm not turning the mic up anymore, though. She's like a lot up. No. Turn your volume up. No. We're probably gonna get these golds on, and then we're gonna do a wash with some contrast with some skeleton horde over the white, and I'm probably gonna call it quits tonight after that, because that's gonna need to dry too. Seeing bolts up thought we weren't painting gold. Always painting gold with Space Marines. Got a lot of these, like, what are these, laurels? I think they're called. I'm not sure. I kind of checked out the colors earlier today, Alicia, and I just kind of know what these guys look like, so, I mean, there's obviously always artistic licensing that can happen. I don't know if I want to paint his crown thing gold. What do you guys think? Should I do this stuff here in gold too, or should I keep it white? Gold. Alright, everybody's saying gold. Oh. I'll have to eventually batch paint some Sanguinary God. You guys want gold? Look, I can give you his gold. Alright, so he's got his little crown now. I think that's everything that I want to be gold. I think. Alright, so now we're gonna make a mix. So what I'm doing now, guys, is adding some contrast medium, because we don't want the skeleton horde to be right out of the pot, right? We're not trying to turn them brown. We're using this like in a wash sense. So we're gonna do that, and then like one dab of the skeleton horde just to kind of get this going here. So hopefully this should get into our all of our white, kind of define our lines a little bit better, get some contrast going. Then we'll come through, we're gonna highlight the white afterwards. Nope, Alicia, I do not have a magnifier. I just eyeball it all. There's a few people that use it. They use those funny glasses with them on and stuff. Let's not forget our wings. And his chest piece here. I've been doing it for a while. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll have to. Who knows? Alright. We got all that going now. So, I think we're going to leave it be now. We got to let this dry. And then we can crack at it next time. So, there's a few things that I can't leave well enough alone. But, so anyway, that's the show for tonight. We're going to let this thing set up so we can carry on with all the little details and things on them next time around. Kind of touch up the white, highlight some things, highlight the reds on the robes. Finish carrying on with our details, get some more metal stuff going. So, but anyway, I thank you all for tuning in tonight and watching. This is starting to become a little bit fun now that we can actually see the details where he just was in a white slate. So, I think I'm gonna like him a lot. Anyway, thank you. We'll see you next time.